And let's get started. Week number 2. I want to say 3 because we started on week 0, but yeah, it's week 2. If you're watching this, you're more than likely participating in my training program where I'm helping lay out a program for people to train for their first Spartan race. And if you're not, go back to week 0 so you can get the whole layout of what these videos are about. If you haven't already subscribed and you're getting something out of these videos, please subscribe. Leave a comment, talk to me. My goal is in short time to get my subscription count up to 1,000. And it turns out for that to work, people need to actually subscribe. So please subscribe. And with that, let's get started. But for this week, please pay attention. I don't really have a lot of time to do the full exercises for each of these, but I think most of you have a good idea of what those exercises look like, and if you don't, please leave a comment and I can help you out. And most importantly, to help guide you, I have saved this as a Word document that I'm sharing the link below to out. And most importantly, to help guide you, I have saved this as a Word document that I'm sharing. It might help before you watch the video to go ahead and open the document so you can kind of follow along, take notes, even like print it out or save it locally because you can't edit it where it's at. And let's get started talking about this business. The business of training is a very important business. Take notes, even like print it out or save it locally because you can't edit it where it's at. And let's get started. The business of training is a very important business. Along, take notes, even like print it out or save it locally because you can't edit it where it's at. And let's get started talking about this business. The business of training is a very important business. Along, take notes, even like print it out or save it locally because you can't edit it where it's at. And let's get started talking about this business. The business of training is very important. Take notes, even like print it out or save it locally because you can't edit it where it's at. And let's get started talking about this business. Day 1, we're still focusing on building up our strength and preparing us for the intense workouts that are going to follow. Introducing you to the last bit of my staple workouts and kind of explaining how to do them. So on day 1, we're going to focus on chest and back with a long cardio run. So day 1, superset 1, minimal rest. Superset 1 is going to consist of 3 exercises. The first is the dumbbell bench, the dumbbell chest press. And what you want to do is find your 10 rep max, which you should know. And that is the maximum amount of weight that you can do just 10 reps out of. Then you want to back down 50 pounds or 25 pounds per dumbbell and start that as your beginning set. And what you're going to do is increment by 5 each set, and we're going to have 5 sets. So you're going to start at that lower weight and work your way up to your 10 rep max. You're going to do 10 of the bench press, move over to do the flies. The flies are going to be at this weight, 10 to 15 pounds less than what you're doing, 10 to 20 pounds less than what you're doing for the chest press. You're going to do 10 reps and immediately use those same weights that you're using for the fly to do 1 arm bent over row. So you're positioning your body over the bench and lifting the weights up to your side. You're going to use the same weight that you just used for the fly to do that. 10 of those, then switch arms and do 10. Take a active rest. So I would do a minute of movement, whether that's jogging in place. I like to do jump rope because it helps strengthening my shins and my lower legs and my calf muscles, making me a little bit more bouncy than I normally am. Repeat for 5 times, minimal break. After that, our next superset is going to focus on the back. Superset 2 is a reduced intensity version of one of my staple supersets. So what it's going to be is a lat pull down. The lat pull down, you're going to start at a weight that you can do 10 to 15 comfortably, and then each set you're going to go up to 10 until you get to the point that you can only do 1 or 2 reps. So you're kind of going to like this burnout as you approach lighter weights to your max weight. And the whole idea is to start strengthening our back muscles. But this is going to help people that haven't quite done pull-ups yet or haven't made it to that level of fitness and get there quickly. followed by 5 to 10 burpees. Now the burpees are gonna be based on your current level. So I want you to push it to closer to 10 as possible. But if you can only do 5, only do 5, but really challenge yourself. And then move into a 30, then after the burpees, move into a 30-second plank. If possible, do the Superman planks. But if you can't do that, just do them on your elbows. And if you can't do that yet, just do them on your knees and your elbows. We're gonna go into like another superset, which again is a combination of increasing your back muscle to help navigate all those pull obstacles that we're gonna be facing, and to strengthen your grip. So get the tricep rope. You would usually use it to do tricep pull downs, except for you're gonna use it a single lat pull down. One hand, pull it down like this. I like to alternate with 1, 1, 1, 1. We're gonna do 10 on each arm, then immediately jump into curls, just bicep curls, do 8 to 10 on each arm, and then use that same weight to do side bends, where you just hold your weight to the side and move your back, just sway side to side, and then do lat raises as well. So again, we're strengthening our shoulders to help prevent injuries as we're navigating all these pull obstacles, as we're hanging from rope, as we're climbing cargo nets. We want to minimize any kind of damage we're going to be doing to our shoulders, or prevent any kind of injuries that could possibly occur. For cardio, you need to be outside, you need to do a 5-mile run. So set the pace easy. Don't burn yourself out. Find a pace that you're gonna be able to do the whole 5 miles, because the idea is about getting your body out there and used to the distance and used to being in movement for a long period of time. This is a step towards our longer runs. So even if you have to walk a little bit, do that. Don't cheat yourself on the distance. We really need to start building our conditioning. Please include hills in the workout. Oh, day 2. A prerequisite. You need to go to Home Depot and get a 5-gallon bucket that you're gonna fill with rocks, because we're gonna start training for the rock carry. And while this particular workout is difficult, it's so awesome to include this in your workout, because once you get to the race and you get to that bucket carry, you're gonna feel like a god. You're not gonna get tired, and you can use that opportunity when you get to the bucket carry to gain ground. You'll be so conditioned that you can actually do the bucket carry quicker than most people and still recover. It'll even allow you to catch your wind after running, or you can just double down and use your superior conditioning to just blow competition away. So like, just picture this, you get to the bucket carry, you've been side by side with your competitor, with your rival. You fill up your bucket and you just take off. Mentally, that's gonna kill whoever's next to you to see you that well conditioned, and this is gonna allow you to get there. So you get that 5-gallon bucket, and if you don't have rocks at home, you can also get the rocks at Home Depot. Okay, also, little tips psychologically speaking, like mantras kind of help. Oh, this is my bucket, there are many like it, but this one is mine. So you get your bucket, find a hill that's about 200 meters. And what you want to do is carry your bucket down the hill 200 meters, back up the hill 200 meters. So 400 meters total, a quarter of a mile. It's a lot. Then immediately sprint down, sprint back. So you're alternating between the bucket carry for 400 meters, 200 meters down, 200 meters up, and a 400 meter sprint, 400 meters down, 400 meters up. Repeat this 4 times. If you need to, between set 2 and 3, take a half-mile jog, let your body recover. This is an intense workout. No cardio for this day because you're gonna be dead. When you're carrying the bucket, focus on keeping your hips out underneath of you, keep your back neutral spine, it's gonna help you. Practice different holds, like I do this, it seems to be a good hold. You can also hold the bottom of the bucket. Just practice different grips and then translate that into the race. See what works for you. Not everybody has the same like wingspan, so like carrying the bucket's gonna be case by case. Day 3, active rest. So day 3, do a 30-minute jog, super easy, 50 push-ups and stretch for 30 minutes. Let your body recover because we're gonna come at it hard. Now day 4, Thursday, we are going into a superset about back and legs. So for your warm-up on this, I want you to do 3 sets of these workouts, 15 reps each with the same weight. So for example, 125 pounds. So 45-pound bar, 45-pound plates, the 2 big plates, 15 squats, 15 calf raises, 15 deadlifts, and then 15 push-ups. So you're just warming up your body for the killer workout. So we touched on this last week, and this is gonna be like one of the more intense workouts you do. So you're gonna load up the deadlift for your superset 2, which is gonna rotate between, the next superset is gonna rotate between deadlift and pull-ups. You're gonna wanna do it every minute on the minute. So your recovery time is gonna be based on how quickly you get these sets done. So what I want you to do is load up to the weight that you can do 5 reps, somewhat challenging, but you can do 10 sets of 5. You're gonna do 5 deadlifts, immediately jump into 5 pull-ups, and then you're gonna rest until the next minute starts. So if you can do the pull-up and the deadlift within 15 seconds, you're gonna get a 45-second rest. If you can do it in 30 seconds, you can get a 30-second rest. If you do it in 40 seconds, you're gonna get a 20-second rest. So pace yourself. Try to get it within 40 seconds, that's a good pace. And even at that, with 40 seconds intensity, 20 seconds recovery, it's gonna challenge you. 5 deadlifts, 5 pull-ups, 5 deadlifts, 5 pull-ups. After that, take a couple minute break. You're gonna be dead. You can even take up to 5 minutes. And then you're just gonna do a superset of the lat pull down like we did just a couple days before. You're gonna do a weight that you can start out at 10 to 15 comfortably and ladder your way up by 10, even 15 until you're getting to where you can only do 2 reps. Do 5 to 10 burpees in between, and then in between that, do a lightweight, again, lat pull down with the tricep. You're gonna continue that till burnout. So then after that, we're gonna do something. So the next set is 3 sets of 10 to 15 of hanging knee raise. So this is an exercise that's specifically designed to help you conquer the rope obstacle. So as you're doing it, I also want you to practice the locking motion with your feet as if you're really grabbing the rope. If you don't know what I'm talking about, you need to watch the video of how to train for the rope climb at your house. The next thing for the cardio, we're doing the 4x4. So you should be familiar with this at this time. If not, there's a couple different videos on what we're doing, but it's essentially a 400-meter jog followed by a 400-meter sprint, and you repeat that for a total of 2 miles. Pay attention to your split time, because this week, we're gonna really challenge our body's intensity. We need to know what we're running those sprints in, because we're gonna start increasing them each week. I would do a mile to half-mile jog on either side of that to keep your body loose and warm. And this is the last time that you're gonna be doing it for 2 miles. We're gonna start increasing the distance of those sprints, so it's really gonna compound. The idea is to get to where you're doing 16 sprints. Friday, we're gonna do our first really long run, and again, like Monday, focus on doing the full distance. Like, you need to get your body, you need to be outside, and you need to be running 6 to 8 miles. Please push to the 8-mile mark. Saturday is active rest. I would suggest, instead of running, doing a hike, find a good day hike with a lot of elevation and just spend the day outside enjoying nature. I know it's gonna be a little bit cold. So Sunday, we wanna get our baselines established. So for the future workouts, we need to have our baselines to know how to gauge our workouts and how to know if we're really improving. So the baselines I want you to establish today for this day is your top speed for 30 burpees, full out, full intensity, full speed, all your energy, how long does it take you to do 30 burpees? After you do the burpees, rest for 2 to 3 minutes, let your body recover, because we are baselining at this time. We're not so much training right at this moment. Figure out what your new 10 rep max is for your dumbbell press. It should have went up. Do your 10 rep max of your old weight from the beginning of the week, and you can knock it out very quickly. Increase it by 10 pounds. And then see how many pull-ups you can do. Just get a baseline of your pull-ups. It's time to grow strong, and that's the purpose of these. So now that we've established our baselines, we're gonna go into the workout. The first superset is gonna So today's gonna be shoulder and legs. The first superset is gonna revolve around dumbbell thrusters, burpees, and inverted push-ups. If you don't know what inverted push-ups are, it's when you take your hands like this and you do the push-ups this way, like this, and it's gonna help stretch out your arms. 16, 12, 8 thrusters. Do these for intensity and speed, like just burst up as fast as possible. It's gonna be draining. 10 burpees, gonna burn you out, but you were doing 5 to 10 earlier in the week, so now it's time to like really push yourself. And then the 10 inverted push-ups. Do 3 sets of those, no rest in between. If you need to take a rest, take a minute, do jump rope, jogging in place, stay active, and constant motion. So I don't know if Super 10 set is all my original workout or if it's some of Brad's modifications, but I really liked it. So we're gonna do 3 sets of 8 to 10 front squat, 5 to 10 pull-ups, 5 to 10 back squats, and 5 to 10 chin-ups. So the difference between the pull-ups is your grip and the chin-ups right here. So I would say pull-ups are like kind of like the wide arm. And repeat that 3 times. And then we're also gonna do the 2-mile 4x4. Time permits, it's the end of the week. You can do it on the treadmill. If you're doing it on the treadmill, put an incline in the treadmill, and every 10 seconds on the sprint part, increase the speed by 1 measurement. So you should be like getting excited to see how much quickly you can run. That's what I do. Like you start to get wore down, you start to get like mentally beat. So when I do these, and if I'm crunched on time, sometimes I will do the sprints in the gym on the treadmill, but I really look forward to the challenge of increasing the speed every 10 seconds just to see how far I can push my body. So again, this is the last week of mixing my staple workouts. Next week, I'm gonna sit the baseline and we're just gonna do that. And then each week, I'm gonna show you where to deviate that to increase your strength, to increase your endurance, and to help train for the obstacles. In the next couple of days, I'm gonna release a video on how to increase your grip. What exercises you can do to make your grip stronger, and some of these exercises you can actually do at your house. So now, if you've not subscribed, please subscribe. I'm so close to the 1K mark, 1,000 subscribers. So if you're watching this, if you're hearing this, listen to me. Please subscribe. But yeah, we got some more weeks going. Right now, you should be feeling really good and starting to notice your body getting quicker and more responsive and maybe a little bit sore, and that's okay.